European Higher Education Fair entitled Your Future in Public Governance, Law, and International Relations. I am Carissa Balaria from Wesleyan University, Philippines, and I will serve as your moderator for this session. We will start with a lecture, but may I request everyone to please reserve their questions for the Q&A after the lecture. All right. To discuss the topic public policy, please welcome our speaker, Ms. Joanna Kumpula of Tampere University in Finland.
Thank you so much for that. And hello, everyone. My name is Joanna in Finnish and Joanna in English. And both of those names are just fine if you want to come and later on also ask some questions. I'm here to talk about actually different things. Public policy, yes, but I'll be talking about our university and the different subjects that we offer to university students and also in partnerships. Tampere University will be one of the key elements in this. We have a long history in Finland in educating political leaders, policymakers, engineers, IT geniuses, doctors, all kinds of professionals in the field. We'll be talking about what that could offer for you at bachelor's and master's level. And I'll be talking about some of the elements into that. So what is Tampere University? We are the second largest research university in Finland. And if you saw the previous presentation about the Finnish education system, it is that we have two types of universities or higher education institutions. We have the research universities with bachelor's, master's, and PhD level education. And then we have the University of Applied Sciences. And we have 3 campuses in the city of Tampere with 21,000, almost 22,000 students. It does sound small probably to you, but by Finnish standards, that is quite large. Our population is about 5.5 million. The country is one of the biggest countries in Europe, but the population is maybe a bit smaller. Our staff is very multicultural. We have staff, 25% of staff coming from different corners of the globe. And the research that we do focuses on technology, health, and society, and especially how we can bring all of these features together. Our university has 7 faculties. Each of them offer education on all 3 levels, and also education both in Finnish and English language. When you have a degree program in Finland, it is always either fully in Finnish or the other domestic language, Swedish, or then in English language. And then a bit about the Tampere area. So what is Tampere? Tampere is a 3rd largest city in Finland. It is known for its culture, its popular music, its films, and especially for Nokia. So the younger folks, if you don't know what Nokia is, ask your parents. Back in the day, everybody just had that Nokia phone. And actually Nokia for Finns is a town in Tampere. So that's where everything started from. They first made rubber boots, then they made cables, and then they made the best phone in the world. Just my humble opinion. But Tampere, since the beginning of Nokia, has established itself also as an industry city. So we have a lot of industry connected to the field in communication, in IT, but also in health tech, in pharmacy, so different fields. But what is most interesting about Tampere is that it's a very young city. So basically, in a way, you could say every 6th person that you run into in Tampere is a student in the city. Because we have several higher education institutions, we have different academies, even the only Finnish police academy is in Tampere. And that makes it so that when you heard in the previous example that the student events all the time, they really are all the time on in Tampere. If it's not cultural events, it's music festivals, film festivals, anything and everything is possible in Tampere. And it's not just voted as the best city to live in by Tampere people, it is by everyone in Finland. So it becomes the most popular destination for both the Finnish students and the international students. So you might have heard before 2019 about University of Tampere and Tampere University of Technology. Those were the two higher education institutions that actually merged in 2019 to form the present Tampere University. We are ranked quite high, and now that we are a young university again, kind of remade ourselves, we are ranked quite high in the young university ranking by Times Higher Education. And we have some famous alumni. I don't know if you recognize this person. She is Miss Sanna Marin, our Prime Minister since 2019, and has become quite famous for her dance moves. She's also our honorary alumnus of 2020 as she graduated from our university earlier on in political science. And many of our politicians have a background at Tampere University or the predecessors, because we are educators in many fields and we have a long history as one of the major cities in Finland. So a lot of political figures now and earlier have been studying with us. But a lot of those connections carry out to also governance, into public policy making, into welfare, and how everything is then studied also in Finland. And it carries out to student services. One feature which is not unique to Tampere University, but is present in every Finnish university, is that student services are very varied. Students have a lot of political power in Finnish universities. They are part of the decision making. They sit in the highest bodies, and they work together with the president of the university to make the university even better than it is today. We organize welcome weeks for all students so that they can, on their first year, get familiar with the university. We offer Student Housing Foundation, which is a non-profit making foundation. We have a language center which offers free education to all those students who are studying with us in different languages. We offer student health services. This organization is owned by the students themselves. We offer, of course, sports, and we have a very strong student union, TRE. And of course, every university needs its clubs, guilds, organizations, and all, and you can find them at our university. Few words for those interested in some of the English taught programs that we have in our university. One key feature about research universities in Finland is that if you obtain a study right to do your bachelor's, since the early 50s, it is possible for anyone, regardless of their background, who receives a study offer for bachelor's degree, is to continue upon graduation to master's without reapplying again. So that's why when you talk to Finnish people, most often they have both their bachelor's and master's degrees. For our university, we offer bachelor's degrees in English, for example, in science and engineering and in sustainable urban development. I know that sustainability studies are becoming more and more important in every country. We aim to make sure that each of our study programs will have enough courses in sustainability for all of our students, that upon graduation, they all have capabilities in making decisions in their field from the point of view of sustainability. Master's programs at research level are always 2-year programs. So the majority of our English taught programs are at master's level. You can find different fields from civil engineering to environmental engineering, And of course, we are quite known for our educational sciences that we carry out in Finland. Our teacher education programs are world renowned as a profession of teacher is one of the most important roles in Finland. We regard that position with high prestige. The Faculty of Information Technology is some of the core places of our university. Computing Sciences is one of our largest programs, as is our information technology with several different majors. These also represent some of the major industries in Tampere area and also in rest of Finland. But we also have a lot of different other communication science programs, such as Sustainable Digital Life, and then game studies, where we do not develop games, even though some of the best games do come from Finland. It is more about understanding how games influence people's lives and how they can influence bigger societies. In the Faculty of Management and Business, we have programs in leadership, in industrial engineering and management, and one of the biggest growing fields in the world today, which is security and safety management. Faculty of Medicine and Health Technology has been in the forefront for the last few years, and you probably do guess why. We do a lot of research in vaccinations, and we are one of those universities that are actually actively researching COVID vaccinations at the moment. We offer master's programs in biomedical sciences and engineering and in biomedical technology. And then social sciences. This is the field where we have one of the longest running histories in. We have few programs that are some of the first English taught programs that have been started in Finland. One of them being one of the leading peace programs in Europe, peace mediation and conflict research. Also, we offer one of the rarest programs, which is the public and global health. And in the field of social science research, we offer different options from gender studies to sociology. And then to one of the topics of today's talk, which is public policy analysis. This is a field that teaches the use of economic tools to address some of the societal problems that we all face, whether we're talking about whatever continent we are on. We all have problems connected to crime, unemployment, and especially climate change. In public policy, you are learning about how actually you understand about how institutions operate and design policies. You learn about evaluating policies and their implementations, and how decision making not only affects societies but individuals. The methods are connected much to economics, but also we use game theory, experimental economics and such. So it does influence more than just social sciences. And that is kind of a key element to any Finnish education. If you start your studies in one field, you are very free to choose studies from other faculties. And some of these programs are designed in a way which help you to continue in the field that you're interested. We have studied and researched how, for example, crime affects whole families. How does, for example, poverty affect whole families? Our graduates continue, many of them, into doctoral research, but also careers in, for example, policy planning, in evaluating how governmental agencies and ministries operate. And a lot of, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of public officials and politicians in our country also have a background in public policy. Many of you have already visited our booth, and of course, you heard earlier in the Finnish presentation that we do offer scholarships. One of the key scholarships that we offer is the Finland Scholarship for master's level students, which covers the tuition fees and helps you relocate into Finland with a 5,000 euro scholarship. But what is really important about Finland is that we support students studying in Finland. This is something, it's a policy that we made already in the 50s, that all students, regardless of their background, are assisted in their studies towards gaining their graduation and then going into employment. Regardless of what field of study our students are doing, many of them partake in research projects and groups, also working closely with the companies in the area and the different organizations, such as in health organizations, Red Cross, and many others. Our university has the highest international graduate employment number at the moment. This says 2019, but this is a measurement done like 1 year after graduation. And I'm told that I need to wrap up, so just a few words. I studied a long, long time ago. So if you're ever interested in what is Finland like, all universities, not just ours, offers assistance, which is called student ambassadors. So we have a lot of our international students online helping out future prospective students to figure out if the things that we offer in Finland and at Tampere University are something that you would enjoy, that you want to learn more, and how to continue from that onwards. They will talk about studies, about the life in Tampere, and what those shy Finnish people are really like. So thank you for this. If you have any questions, don't be shy like the Finnish people. You can ask now or come later to the booth to ask me more. Thank you.
Okay, thank you again, Joanna. Do we have questions from the crowd? Any questions regarding Finland, regarding Nokia? Oh, it's still alive, see?
Nothing kills it.
Even if you drop it from the 3rd floor, it's still alive. Okay. My time, okay. Okay, any questions? Scholarships, do you need to know the language? Anything? Okay. Okay. So if there are no more questions, we will move on to the next speaker. Once again, I'm Carissa Balaria, wishing you a pleasant afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Doc Carissa. I am Christian Atacador, and just like Carissa here, I am from the Wesleyan University of Philippines, one of the EHEF hubs in Luzon. And I will be your moderator for the next 15 minutes or so. And we have 2 speakers for the topic international law, namely Professor Fabrizio Marongiu Buonaiuti from the University of Macerata, Italy. And we will have Mr. Andrea Dedzi for the Q&A part, to be followed by Loes Spiertz from Radboud University of the Netherlands. And everyone, please park your questions at bay, as our speakers will answer as much as they can and as time permits after the 2 presentations are done. So please give your undivided attention to our speakers and enjoy the rest of the session. Thank you.
Morning, Fabrizio Marongiu Buonaiuti, Professor of International Law at University of Macerata. I am particularly thankful for this invitation to intervene in this interesting webinar. The topic of my very short presentation, or rather introduction, is the role of the European Union future in public governance law and international relations, particularly from the standpoint of international law, which is inevitably my own. The European Union is in effect is a supranational organization. The Court of Justice of the European Communities, as it was, filed it as a new legal order of international law. Famous judgment in Van Genden Loes versus the Dutch Administration of Revenue. In effect, it is an international organization established by an international treaty by sovereign states, which established a new legal entity, European Community, as it was now turned into Europe. Inevitably, it is not just one international organization like another. No, it has its distinct supranational attributes. They, in certain cases, adopt binding legal acts like European regulations, or in certain cases also directives, which may be either directly applicable, it is the case of regulations, for the member states, or in the case of directives, based on certain conditions, they produce direct effects vis-à-vis the citizens. So these are very distinct features of the European Union, which are not comparable with other. These specific characteristics of the European Union also reveal themselves in the external projection of the action of the European Union. Nonetheless, the extent of the powers and competences which the Union may exercise vis-à-vis the third countries and other international organizations varies depending on the subject matter of its action. At one end of the spectrum, we find the common commercial policy. The field of common commercial policy implying the setting of the relations in commercial matters with countries or other international organizations, like, for example, the World Trade Organization. The European Union possesses an exclusive external competence. Therefore, it may adopt international agreements which will be binding not only on the Union itself, but also the whole of its member states, without the need for an individual participation by the member states negotiations in the signing agreement. At the opposite end of the spectrum, we find the external action of the European Union in the field of the common foreign and security. This particular segment of European action has remained mainly intergovernmental. It was the subject of specific provisions contained in the Treaty on European Union, Articles 1 and following, which preserve the intergovernmental nature which the action in this field presented prior to the list. Accordingly, in this field, it is mostly the governments of the member states, especially the heads of the governments or the heads of the states, which sit in the European Council, which decide normally by unanimity. And the European Commission, which traditionally is the institution of the Union, which mostly reflects the supranational and independent standpoint of the Union, has a minor role as compared to the driving role as in the other sectors, involving the subject of the material policies of the Union. So inevitably, this field of common foreign and security policy is rather a weak field of external action. Recent developments, nonetheless, have given rise to interesting perspectives. For example, the role of the European Union in handling the current Ukrainian crisis. On the one side, has fostered the sensitivity of the European Union towards, on the one side, welcoming and fostering a prospective accession by Ukraine to the European Union. On the other side, various initiatives have been tabled at this juncture by the French President Macron on the one side, by the President of the Council Charles Michel on the other side, contemplating other possible transitory forms of cooperation between the European Union and the candidate countries and countries situated in the neighborhood. They speak on the one side of the project for a European political community tabled by French President Macron in May, and the idea tabled by the President of the European Council, Charles Michel, the idea of a European geopolitical community, which could span from Reykjavik to Baku or Yerevan and from Oslo to Ankara, that is realizing a larger European idea, which would coexist in parallel to the European Union as it now stands, as a forum to give a more driving role to the European countries in handling international situations. Indeed, very interesting developments, but which are still in a state of evolution and which will need close monitoring. I realize that my presentation is just a quick introduction to this point. I know that a second speaker is going to bring further on this. So we shall wait and which opportunities this unprecedented threat which the European Union and its security is facing at the moment as a consequence of the crisis, maybe it will give opportunity for an unexpected development also in this field of the European security. So I thank you for your attention, and I leave the floor to the next. Thank you.
Hello everybody, welcome at the Law Faculty of Radboud University. Today we would like to tell you more about the English taught Master, also named LLM. It's the LLM International and European Law. And my name is Spiertz and I am the admission officer of this LLM program.
My name is Petra Bouwman and I am the study advisor for the Master International and European Law.
My name is Kim Gildeman and I'm the coordinator of incoming exchange students. We all work at the International Office Law that coordinates the LLM International and European Law. We are very pleased that you are here. Welcome. Would you like to study a master's program in law in Nijmegen and work together with students coming from all over the world? And would you like to learn more about other legal systems and cultures? Then the LLM International and European Law is your program.
The LLM International and European Law has 4 specializations: Business Law, Human Rights and Migration, International and European Law Advanced, and European Law and Global Affairs. Each specialization has 6 courses of each 7 credits and a master thesis of 18 credits. The LLM is a 1-year program and contains 60 credit points in total. The program is a perfect fit for Bachelor European Law students, but we also have each year a lot of students who did the Bachelor of Dutch Law and who started the program. The difference between the Bachelor and the Master is that the Master, or the LLM, focuses on topics at a deeper level. The Master broadens and deepens your knowledge in international and European law.
One asset of the LLM International and European Law is that it offers small-scale teaching. The groups are quite small, so you will definitely not be a number. Each year, about 60 students start the program. It's a very interactive master program, so you will have a lot of contact with your professors and with the colleague students. The LLM offers an international classroom. 50% of the students is Dutch and the other half comes from abroad. Every year, for instance, students from Brazil, Norway, Italy and Russia take part of this LLM program. This international mix of students not only leads to interesting discussions and insights, but also leads to international connections and friendships for life. Well, let us tell you more about the specializations the LLM International and European Law offers. There are 4 specializations: Business Law, Human Rights and Migration, International European Law Advanced, and European Law and Global Affairs. Each specialization contains the course Advanced Notions of International and European Law. This is a crash course that gets your knowledge of international and European law on a high level. Well, students who obtain the Bachelor European Law School do not have to take this crash course because, well, they already have enough knowledge about European and international law. If you choose the specialization Business Law, you will learn about international and external markets of the European Union and also the position of Europe in the world. Attached to this specialization is the Business and Law Research Center. Examples of courses within business law are European company law, competition law, commercial law, financial law, insolvency law, and European internal market law.
The specialization Human Rights and Migration focuses on issues of freedom of movement and immigration within the European Union, as well as international human rights law. The Center for Migration is closely connected to this specialization, and you can benefit from their knowledge. Examples of courses are Protection of Human Rights in International Law, European Immigration Law, European External Relations Law, Judicial Protection in the European Union, and European and Comparative Refugee Law.
International and European Law Advanced is a broad specialization. You can choose a lot of courses in the field of international and European law. You will obtain an advanced understanding of the core issues of European Union law and public international law. Examples of courses in this program are Public International Law Advanced, EU External Relations Law, European Competition Law, or Law and Society.
The specialization European Law and Global Affairs combines law and politics. 4 courses are taught here at the law faculty and 2 courses at the Faculty of Management. The specialization European Law and Global Affairs has a fixed program. Courses are Advanced Notions of International and European Law, European External Relations Law, Public International Law Advanced, Comparative Constitutional Law, Cooperation and Conflict in the 21st Century, and Changes in World Politics. The last 2 courses are taught at Nijmegen School of Management.
We hope that you are interested in the LLM International and European Law at Radboud University. If you have any questions, please send these to international office at jur.ru.nl. We are also on social media, both for Facebook and Instagram. Visit RU Faculty of Law. We hope to receive your applications soon. Have a nice day.
Okay, who wants to raise the first question? Just let us know to whom you would like to address the question. Okay. So anyone from the plenary would like to ask our speakers So it's a toss-up between Italy and the Netherlands. Anyone, guys? The good news is you can ask your question for free. Because if you don't have questions here, we will be entertaining questions from our online participants. Oh, we have a very good question here from a very fine lady. May I know your name?
Okay. Carissa Balaria from
She's my friend.
Okay. The question is for the LLM, the last one who presented. Is the degree from the Philippines accepted? Or is the curriculum from the Philippines accepted if we choose to get our masters there?
Okay, so the question being raised here is if they will be applying for a program, will the degree that they finished here in the Philippines be honored? So this question is actually addressed to Loes Spiertz, our last presenter.
Yes, I'm here. Hello, my name is Loes Spiertz and I'm the admission officer of the LLM, International European Law at Radboud University. We do indeed accept a degree from the Philippines. So if you have obtained your bachelor in law, you can apply for a master program.
Okay, so we just need to
Thank you very much.
Yeah, right. We just need to just a follow-up question. We just need to finish the 4-year law program here in the Philippines. Then we can apply to LLM and then pursue our masters. Okay, that's great because we both are law students. So this is a very relevant question for the two of us. So how about the others? Yeah, we have a question here. Oh. Okay, so the question is for the University of Macerata in Italy. And I think we have Miss Andrea here to Mr. Andrea to answer the question. Sorry for that. Our gentleman here will repeat the question since he doesn't have a microphone a while ago.
Yes, well, you repeated also. So it was since we saw a lecture on European law, but not much about the courses offered by and the programs offered by University of Macerata. And we have the chance to have Mr. Andrea Desidi here with us.
Yeah.
Maybe we can ask him also to.
Yeah, we're trying to reach to Mr. Andrea. Unfortunately, when we were trying to look for his name, he already left out of the room. Ah! I didn't know. Because he's wearing a
Good
mask.
evening, everyone. Thank you for your question.
Mr. Andrea. Finally. Finally.
It seems I was like a ghost. Instead, I'm here in the Philippines.
I'm very sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Thank you for your question. The idea of this short lecture is to give you an idea of our university in terms of our topics. Because we are one of the oldest university in Italy, founded in 1209, and our cornerstone is still humanities and human and social studies. So this has been for centuries, we can say, our main topics, and we are still innovating through humanities all our programs and our research and our third mission at the university. I would like to say that also we cover most of the main areas in terms of didactic offer, starting from the traditional Department of Law from the Professor Marongiu Buonaiuti was, and the Department of Economics and Law, the Departments of Science of Education, Cultural Heritage and Tourism, and the Department of Humanities. So we can offer many services in the beautiful Italy and the beautiful Le Marche region. So all the students from Philippines are welcome to ask information, to ask us for everything they want to need to realize their dream to study abroad. Thank you very much.
That's very nice. So for all the law students or aspiring lawyers watching online or who are in here right now, of course, we can try to file our application or consider University of Macerata, and they offer a wide array of programs. So, yeah. So thank you for the wonderful explanation there, Andrea. Did I pronounce it correctly? Andrea or Andrea? Andrea. But, and in Italy, most of the guys are fit because of the food that you eat. That is my main consideration. I was telling them a while ago. Because of the food that they eat, right? With this body, I need to be in Italy. So other questions, guys. Since we have Andrea here, he is the best source of information. So just to set the thing straight, he did not left out of the Zoom because he's actually here. So I think we will be proceeding with the next presentation. Thank you once again. This is Ian Atacador of the Wesleyan University of the Philippines. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, EHEF.
Good afternoon, everyone. We will now proceed to our last session. And just like any other previous sessions, questions and queries will be entertained after the discussion. And to discuss global and multi-level governance, let us welcome Ms. Valeria Molteni from the University of Padua, Italy.
Hello, welcome. My name is Valeria and I'm with the International Desk at the Department of Politics, Law and International Relations. Today I will be giving you an overview on one of the completely taught in English 2-year master degree course, European and Global Studies. So let's start with our university. It is located in Italy, in the Veneto region, roughly 20 minutes away from Venice, and it is one of Europe's oldest and most prestigious seats of learning. The University of Padua celebrated her 800th anniversary this year, but at the same time still provides groundbreaking experience in terms of study and research. It is a multidisciplinary university that aims at providing its students with both professional training and a solid cultural background. As stated in the very title of this presentation, our university shapes globally inspired citizens by focusing on the management of interactions in decision shaping and decision-making processes, by addressing some of the most pressing issues currently engaging governments, European and international organizations, as well as businesses and social movements. By contributing to future developments in areas such as sustainability policies, digital transformation, and global encounters, and eventually engaging with European politics and to effectively intervene in multi-actor global phenomena through critical, innovative, and interdisciplinary approaches. The master's degree in European and Global Studies is offered by the Department of Politics, Law and International Studies. It provides a brilliant global, regional and critical perspective on political and institutional settings. It is a multicultural enriching context that welcomes over 30 nationalities every year. Thanks to this master degree, students develop solid competencies, methods, and conceptual tools useful for the analysis of political, historical, social, and economic contexts. This background allows the development and management of political strategies, social intervention, and projects both at European and international level within multi-actor and multi-level settings. The master's degree in European and Global Studies offers 3 curricula, that is 3 tracks students can choose between. Number 1, European policies. It's multi-level and multidisciplinary analysis of European politics, policies, and governance challenges. Number 2, the global communication policies, governance communication, and digital transformations, and how they interact with emerging policy and society's challenges. Number 3, global social policies and security issues, faces main current global social challenges, especially on the consequences of inequality and limited social justice on security issues. This is a list of some of the course units included in European and Global Studies program. These are actually the mandatory exams of the program for you to get the hang of the content of the master degree. The master program blends education and professionalism together by providing the opportunity to take part to conferences with national and international experts, practical simulations, workshops, and get in touch with teaching professors involved in research activities and cooperation with international and national public bodies, national and international NGOs, and European research networks. For international students who may want to go even more global, the master degree in European and Global Studies offers several opportunities of abroad experiences, such as double degree in Krakow and in Grenoble, and the opportunity to study abroad at prestigious universities, joining the Erasmus Plus program. European and Global Studies master degree prepares students to work within regional, national, European, global institutions and social organizations as social problem solvers, as critical policy analysts, European project developers and managers, multi-sided virtual team managers for community building and cultural learning, innovative startups and NGO funders, and in policy advocacy. I invite you to watch our video, 10 Reasons for Studying in Padua, as there are plenty of reasons to choose our university for your studies, and in here you may find a few. For general information, you may visit our website, unipd.it/en, and if you choose to apply here, you find the address to our application platform, apply.unipd.it. You may also scan the QR code for information about European and Global Studies for more information, and for all the academic related inquiries, reach out to us at the email address maegos.spg@unipd.it. I thank you for your attention, and I invite you to apply and be part of our 8 centuries of history and build your future with us. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you, Ms. Molteni. For those who are interested in the programs presented by Ms. Molteni, or for those who would like to clarify anything, please feel free to do so. We have here with us Mr. Alberto Barro to answer our questions. Does anyone from our participants have questions or queries? Or is the presentation very clear that we do not have any clarifications that we want to raise? Anyone? Or are we overwhelmed of the opportunities outside our country? For the students here, I believe we are all overwhelmed. Anyone? Since this is a rare opportunity that our questions and queries will be answered personally by a representative from the programs presented. I think we are more than full of information. Okay, if we do not have any clarifications and questions, I am Pauline M. Viola, again from Wesleyan University, Philippines, your moderator, wishing you a very good and blessed evening. Thank you, everyone.